So I really want to debunk these myths about wax and sealants and the correct way to put it on paint. Now, what you need to know is that there are no abrasives in wax or sealants. If there is, it's called an all-in-one, or it's called a cleaner wax. And what that is, it's a polish and a wax in one, but a standard wax will not produce any scratches in your paint no matter what direction you go. So you can go in circles, you can go left and right, it doesn't matter. The only thing that will cause scratching is if there's some type of dirt in the pad, a rock, or if you're putting really heavy pressure. Because what happens is that if you take your fingers and you're actually grinding the foam pad into the paint, that's what will cause marring. That's basically just really, really light scratching. But a lot of guys like to use circles, and that's okay if you're putting no pressure. But when I'm doing circles, I tend to put a little bit more pressure just because it just feels normal, because your arm is getting so heavy, like your shoulder is getting so tired that you got to kind of like force it. That's why I don't really recommend it. So if you go light back and forth or up and down, you're kind of giving your arm more of a break. It's just all about, just taking it easy and taking it slow and just letting the product do the work for you. I mean, don't you think that if wax or whatever, just going in a circle in general, cause swirls, why would we be using machines to get scratches out? That doesn't make any sense. So I just want to debunk that myth. Now, Illuminate it's a 2-in-1. So you're gonna get protection from a sealant. A sealant is usually man-made, synthetic, and a wax is natural most of the time. So this has carnauba and a sealant built in. Now what I'm gonna do is, what you usually do is apply Illuminate, and then you let it sit for 5 minutes to 30 minutes. Sometimes I let it sit overnight. It's a little bit harder to take off, actually a lot harder to take off when you do it overnight, but it really, really adheres to the paint. And what you're trying to do is just totally get it into the pores of the paint, because paint is very, very porous. You want this to absorb in there and get the most protection you can get. Before you wax, try to do an IPA wipe down to remove any of the polishing oils. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the product, show you when it's ready to take off, show you how, like, you know, the wipe down, I'll show you that, and then I'll take off the wax and I'll show you the panel. So let's go. All right, it's been about 5 minutes now. Now to test it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your finger and you're just gonna draw a line. See how it's clear like that? If it's clear and you can see it, that means it is ready to be taken off. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a really, really high quality microfiber towel, inspect it, make sure there's nothing in it, because anything in the microfiber towel you're rubbing against your paint, obviously you can create scratches. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in here and you're just gonna wipe it off. Pretty simple. This stuff is really easy to remove. It doesn't take any pressure at all. And it makes your paint absolutely look amazing. It's gonna fill in little tiny minor swirls and give it that ultimate pop that you've been looking for. And it's gonna make it feel buttery smooth. It's gonna give you really great protection. So when you're drying off your car, you can just take your hose and sheet the water right off. So, I mean, this thing absolutely looks amazing. I'm gonna grab the camera and show you what it looks like. This thing really looks really good close up. Focus this for you. And wow, this paint is really popped out now. and the customer is gonna love it. It absolutely looks wet. I mean, I'm moving angles and you guys can see the gloss and how much it's totally transformed. So that's SudzBox Illuminate. I hope these tips helped you out. Thanks, guys.